guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this water wave wig using 3 bundles and a closure. Okay, so these are the supplies needed, and this is the tracks and the closure, your wig cap, some pins to clip the tracks down onto the cap, your thread, some pins just to tack your hair up, your curved needle, and just another big clamp clip. So this set came with a closure and 3 bundles, and they're all 8 inches. I'm going to put the link to where you can purchase this in the description box below. Okay, so the wig cap has 2 sides, one side that's more squarish and one side that's more like triangle. We want to put the square side towards the front. So when we do that, we're going to just place this on the head doll, and then we're going to take the closure and we're going to first pin down the closure. We want to start with the closure before we start adding any of the bundles. So pin down and sew the bundle is the first thing that you want to, not the bundle, sorry guys. The closure is the first thing that you want to do. So just using your pins that you have, I have the ballpoint pins because they're easier to work with. We're going to just pin down the closure. First start with the front to get it in the right position that you want, and then after work your way around the closure.
Make a beat.
Okay, so this is why I have my big clamp, because once you pin down the closure, you want to make sure you can see the sides of it so that you're able to start sewing on to the lace part. So I just pinned up the closure with my big clip just to get the hair out the way so it's easier to see the lace. Okay, so now we're going to start using our needle and thread to sew down the closure. So we want to make sure that we sew this part down like really sturdy, because this is like the most important part. You don't want your closure falling out. So I'm going to do stitches close to each other just to make sure that my closure is like really secured, because towards the end of making your wig, you're going to then cut out that square piece that I was telling you that you pinned your closure onto. You're going to then cut that section out. So we want to make sure that it's really secured and sewed really tight and nice so that it doesn't slip once you cut that section out. So when we're ending this stitch, I forgot to do it in the beginning, but you want to make sure that you like sew 2 or 3 times in the same section just to the tip of this wig right here, because you don't want that section to loosen out, because once that section loosens out, then most likely the rest of the hair will loose out. So make sure you just like put 2 stitches in the same section just to make sure it's nice, and then after put a double knot. So just to be super safe with your wig, just double knot it, and then that's it. So then after, we're gonna start on our tracks. This section, we're gonna start from the tip right where the closure ended, the tip, and make your way all the way around to the other side of the closure. So you want to get this whole section, that's the whole base of the head, we want to sew all the way around. And once we reach to the end, well, I'm just pinning it down, but then we're going to cut the track, whatever is left over, and then we're going to then start sewing it on. And when you're sewing this on, every wig cap has like that, well, not every wig cap, but this wig cap has like that elastic band, and you don't want to go through the elastic band. You just want to go through the lace part of the cap. So when you're sewing this, make sure you do not go through the elastic, because then it's going to be super hard to put on your head and you're not going to be able to stretch the wig as much as you would want it if you sew through the elastic instead of just the lace. So make sure you just sew through the lace and the track and not through the elastic band and the track.
Purchase your tracks today.
Okay, so now we want to start sewing straight. Like the first round, we went all the way around the cap, but now we're gonna just start sewing pieces just straight in straight lines throughout the hat until you reach, like, maybe I would say halfway. So just cut the tracks according to the length of your cap and just continue going until you reach halfway, I would say. And once you're done, then I'm gonna show you how we do around the closure. But this is how it looks when we reach like almost halfway. It's like basically the whole cap. And I started putting some tracks like already behind the closure because I was running out of hair and I wanted to make sure that I had enough. So this is a good amount of hair for this wig, but if you want your hair like a little more fuller, I would say get another bundle. But these 3 bundles did work just fine for this wig, but I was just a little nervous about like how much I would have left. So then I had to start going in like weird sections and weird angles just so that it looked full and nice and didn't come out ugly because I don't want my wig to look ugly, but it ended up working out fine. Now this is the last piece I'm going to be sewing. I believe this is the last piece. The last piece that I'm going to be sewing, and this is the final part that we're going to be doing around the closure. So this is the track that's going to be directly under the closure.
Purchase your tracks today.
Make a beat fly.
Okay, so as you guys can see, this is super ugly to begin with because it was tacked up, the hair was tacked up, so it got like all funky and creased up. But then we're gonna just start wetting these tracks because this is a human hair package, so you're able to wet it and you're able to brush it and you're able to comb it, put products in it, all that. So I'm gonna start wetting the hair just so we can see how it starts coming out. You can see it's starting to look much better once you add water to the hair. So the water is just helping the hair flow in the direction that I want it to flow.
Make a beat fly.
this is the product that I'm going to be using just to curl enhance my wig, and it's the product Maui, I think. I'm not sure how to say it, but I'm going to put the link to this as well in the description box to where you can find it. And I really like this product because it smells nice and it just makes the hair super soft. And after this product, I'm then gonna put styling gel as well to it, and I'll also put the link for that below. And it's gonna be the Eco Styling Gel, and you'll see it in a little minute, but we're gonna put Eco Styling Gels just so that we can keep the hair from getting super puffy, because I don't want my wig to get like super puffy, so I'm gonna add the styling gel to help with that. So I used the one with olive oil in it, so it's the green bottle, and you can find it also in your local beauty store. Both products actually you can find in your local beauty store or even Walmart or online, but I'll give you links for the online ones, but just know that you can also buy it in stores.
Purchase your tracks today.
So this is the section that I was talking about in the beginning, where we're gonna have to cut out that square section under the lace part. So like when you put your wig on your head, it can actually look like your skin tone instead of a black like cap underneath. So we're gonna just cut around the section right there, cut around where you sewed your closure onto, and make sure you do not cut your thread, because that's gonna mess up your hat. So be super careful when you're cutting this section out.
Bird, make a beat fly.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Bird, make a beat fly.
Now for this last lace piece right here, you want to tack your hair back, and you just want to like start cutting that part out. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it like kind of in a curvy pattern ish, like kind of zigzag, not really that much. You can see I'm moving my scissors like a little around, but not so much. But do that so it's not a straight cut. So guys, this is the final product of the wig, and I'm super happy of how it came out. And as for the hair, I was a little skeptical about buying it because it wasn't the most expensive, but it's really great quality.